Okay, we're going to bake a chicken, and we're going to make some stuffing. We're going to make some macaroni salad and some baked beans. Come join me. Get you a drink. I'm having some coffee. Join me. I'm going to get my hands washed. We'll get started. I forgot to put my do not disturb on. Let me put my do not disturb on. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, I'm going to move you over here a little bit. And then we'll get started. To save some time, I boiled my macaronis, so I've got them ready. I diced some tomatoes, onions, and green peppers. I also boiled 6 eggs. So I'm going to start off by getting my eggs ready. Hopefully you can still see me there. Hope everyone's having a good Monday. Good afternoon, good afternoon. Just pedaling around today. I thought I might bring you along. If anybody wanted to make macaroni salad with me and put a chicken in the oven, that's what I'm doing today. And I'm using my egg cutter. Hello, if you're just coming in, we're just going to bake a chicken, make some macaroni salad, and some baked beans and some stuffing. Okay, to save time, I went ahead and got my macaroni cooked up. And I'm not going to need all of this. So I'm going to put some of that in a smaller bowl. And I'm going to put that off to the side because I'll be using that to make mac and cheese. So I'm just going to move some of that over. And I have my Maltese in the kitchen. He's my helper, so he may get a little anxious. He's learning kitchen etiquette with us. He's 9 months old this month. Growing up so fast. Okay, and I'm going to set this off to the side. This will be for my mac and cheese. That I'm going to put in the freezer, and then I'll do it up in meals. Okay. So, how's your Monday going? I've already got some laundry done. I've already went to town and picked up prescriptions for my husband. Took Puppy for a ride. He enjoyed the ride. He loves to ride. So that's what I'm into today. I love this little egg cutter. Saves so much time. So I thought we would have a baked chicken today for dinner. I'd make some macaroni salad, some stuffing. So that's what we're into today. Some baked beans. And then I'm going to cook some apples and do like a cooked apples for dessert. So I'm not sure how long I'll stay on, but as long as there's people on and they want to follow along, we can do that. I pretty well got the rest of my day, my chores all done. Okay, now I'm going to move you over just a little bit. There, so you can see what I'm doing. I'm making my macaroni salad. I'll move it over where you can see. So far, all I've got in there is my macaroni, and I've got a few eggs. So I'm going to go ahead and stir that up. And I usually need a bigger bowl. I probably should have started with a bigger bowl, but it will be just fine. Okay, now I'm going to add just a little bit of tomatoes, just diced tomatoes. And then I'm going to add some chopped onions. My hair is kind of all over the place this morning. And then I'm going to add some green peppers. I need to maybe up there where you can see me just a little bit. There we go. Now I make my own dressing. So now I've got macaroni, green peppers, tomatoes, and eggs. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a stir. My husband loves macaroni salad. So I thought that would go really good with the chicken. Okay. Now I've got the macaroni salad kind of stirred a little bit. And now I'm going to make my homemade dressing. So I'm going to set this off to the side for a minute. And I'm going to make my homemade dressing. I hope you can see me okay there. And I use Miracle Whip. You can use mayonnaise, whatever you prefer. Hopefully you can see there what I'm doing okay. And I usually start out with about 3 heaping tablespoons. And then I use mustard. If I can get it open, my hands just do not work like they used to. There we go. And I just kind of play it by look. And then I use sugar, just plain granulated sugar. And I usually put in about 2 tablespoons, 2 heaping tablespoons. And then I add some celery seed. And if you've been following along, I always mix up my powdered milk. So I have some powdered milk. This is whole milk mixed up. Now this is your own dressing, so it depends on how you like, what your thickness is that you like. So you can make it whatever thickness that you like. This is for the macaroni salad. This is basically just a homemade dressing. And this is about the consistency that I like. I'm hoping that you can see that okay. I don't want it too thin, but I don't want it too thick. So I'm going to go ahead and get that one poured in. That's still just a little thick. Let me add a little more milk. That looks better. Then I'm probably going to have to mix up another batch, so I'm just going to set that to the side. Because macaroni salad really soaks up the dressing. Oh, that smells so good. Mmm. Hope you can see that okay. I'm going to add just a little more dressing. And again, this depends on how much dressing you want on your macaroni salad. And I'm just using Miracle Whip, a little bit of mustard, a little bit of sugar. And I'm just making a homemade dressing for the macaroni salad. I'm going to put about 1 heaping tablespoon in that one, because that's about half the batch. And again, I use a little celery seed. And I'm just going to go ahead and finish off this milk. And I just make a mess every time I go in the kitchen. I really should start wearing an apron. So that's about half a batch. About half the size is the last one I made up. We'll get this taken care of, and then we'll get started on the chicken. And then we can bake a chicken. Oh, that looks so good. Macaroni salad. And I'm going to move that over into this container. And just kind of level it out a little bit. That was Mommy. That was Mommy. Sorry. That was Mommy, Bubba. Little one's putting his notification in that he is on duty. he's just learning the doorknob. We'll go ahead and get the rest of these eggs ready. I think I need a little bit more room. Move you over just a little bit. There we go. Now you can see me. And we'll go ahead and get these last 3 eggs peeled and put on the top. Again, I'm just using my little egg cutter. Cut it one direction for the top. Just make little ringlets and decorate it. I was kind of bored today, so I thought I'd bring you along. And if my daughter wants the recipe for Mama's macaroni salad and chicken, baked chicken, then she can pull this recipe up. And follow along. It's just like she's in the kitchen with her mom. I think my husband could eat macaroni salad at least once a month, maybe more. Last egg, and then we'll get this topped off and put it in the refrigerator, and then we'll get started on the chicken. My microwave quit working the other day, so we had to go get a new microwave. And they didn't have one that I liked in stainless steel, so I had to go with black. I really would have rather had stainless steel. I like the look of stainless steel. Okay. Kind of cool here this morning. Kind of damp and cold. Okay, I'll move you back over so you can see the macaroni salad. And then I'm going to top that off with a little bit of paprika. This is just regular paprika. Macaroni salad is ready to put in the fridge. That'll go very nice with the baked chicken. Okay, I'm gonna take this over and put it in the fridge. And then here is the chicken, and it is 6 pounds 39. So almost 6.5 pounds. It's a nice big chicken. So let me be back over here. Kind of limited on my space. I'm going to go ahead and put these things in the dishwasher. What did we do before dishwashers? So I'm going to put it right there. I love this big sink. I love having plenty of room in my sink. I hope everyone's enjoying their Monday, doing something productive. And I'm going to rinse off my measuring cups because I don't like to send those through the dishwasher. I like to wash those by hand. My husband wanted a chicken and potato salad, or macaroni salad. You always think, wow, I've got so much room, and then you don't. Before you know it, you're out of room. And I don't really do much special to my chicken. I just want a basic chicken bake with a little bit of seasoning. Okay, now we can get ready to work on this chicken. Again, it's a very nice chicken. It is about 6.5 pounds. Let me go ahead and get my spritzer. Give my sink a good spray. All right. Now let's get started on this chicken. I like these chickens. They turn out so nice. And I'll bake it whole. And I don't really put a whole lot of seasonings on it. Just basic seasonings. And then I'll bake it. And then after we have dinner, it's only my husband and myself. If I have extra chicken, I will debone it. Okay, I'm going to give him a real good wash here. I'll debone it, and then I'll freeze it. And then if I want to make a pot pie, I have chicken that I've already baked, deboned, and it makes a really nice pot pie. Now I'm going to dry him off. Wish they'd take that neck out of them. I don't know why they started leaving those necks in, but they did. And I'm going to line my baking dish with some paper towels. Okay, now I'll bring you back over here so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to put a sheet under there lined in aluminum foil. And I'm going to preheat my oven. Now, I'm going to put a few of these things away. Okay. Now, I grease my chicken just enough to where the oil will stick. Put that in my basket. So I have a little bit of oil here. I'm just going to grease him really good. I just want the seasoning to stick to him really good. Get my hands washed off and then we'll continue on. I'll be so glad when my kitchen's remodeled and I'll have more space for filming. I just want to make sure I don't have any oil anywhere there. So now you can see he's nice and greased. And I'm just going to use some Montreal chicken seasoning on this chicken today. So he's been washed, dried, greased, and now he's going to get seasoned. And I'll let this bake about 3.5 hours until it comes up to temperature on a meat thermometer for poultry. So there is our chicken, ready to go in the oven. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all of this. And dump my extra oil. Bend you back over a little bit. Put the rest of these things in the dishwasher. And then I'll get moving on to the next step. And I'm cheating, I'm not making homemade baked beans today. I'm using the Bush's baked beans. That will speed up everything. I'm just going to lay that one there and put that in first. So that's what we're working on today. See if I can't get too leaning out here. Now we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to do some apples. For dessert. And then I'm going to make some stuffing. And it's just a box stuffing, so I'm not making my own stuffing. I am cheating today. That was really quick and easy. And I can get my first load of dishes started in the dishwasher. And then I'll be washing these out by hand. I just want to leave those set right there. Okay. We'll get ready to start the apples. And I'm going to be using my little apple dicer. And I need a new little trash liner. Yeah, I like the new microwave. I wish it would have been stainless steel. But it will be okay. Alright, now I'm going to move you this away so you can see what I'm doing. Let me see if I can move that back some. There. Now I think you can see what I'm doing. And I just have a few apples in a small frying pan. So I'm just going to do a couple because it's just my husband and I. And these have already been washed and rinsed. And I just love this. Saves you so much time. The oven is preheated. I'm going to get some butter out and let it start to soften just a little bit. Let me see. I think I'll use a bigger bowl. And it doesn't matter if these start to turn a little bit because I'm going to be adding some cinnamon and some sugar. So it isn't going to matter if they do turn a little bit. Because these are just basically going to be a cooked apple for dessert. I hope you can see what I'm doing there. We've been looking at some new countertop for the kitchen remodel. We haven't quite decided. I know we want something that's going to match the island. The island is like a white marble. So I want something light, something that's going to blend in nice. I won't know what to think of my new kitchen whenever it's all complete. It's about half done. I love the new cabinets. The new hickory natural color. I'll be so glad to get rid of these old dark cabinets that I have up. And you can probably see we've already taken some of the trim down. We're getting ready to remove the ones that are right here behind me. And then we'll have all the light hickory. Cabinets, not there, so pretty. I got to talk to my daughter the other day on that video chat. That's the first time since February. And it just literally made my day. It's been such a long wait. It really made my heart feel good to see her, you know, see her beautiful smile, her beautiful face, her beautiful eyes, and hear her laugh. I've missed that so much. What am I doing? I get to talking and I forget what I'm doing. I was thinking about my daughter and my mind just went to wandering. I'll be so glad when she's able to come visit and we're able to spend a day together. I think she's missing her mom as bad as I'm missing her. I have some packages coming today, and I'm pretty excited. I got my puppy a new doggy seat. Right now, his doggy seat is a console doggy seat, and I'm getting him one for the passenger side seat. So that way, if it's just the two of us traveling, it'll give him a little bit more room. And I want to see what he thinks of it. See if I think he's ready to move over to the passenger seat. I may not be ready for him to be moved over to the passenger seat yet. He does really good in the console doggy seat. That is so nice. It attaches to the console and it doesn't slip. It's secured down. And he just lays down in it and goes to sleep and enjoys the ride. He really, really enjoys riding. We went on about a hour and a half, 2-hour trip each way. My husband has skin cancer, and they had to remove some areas. So we took the pup with us, and I stayed in the vehicle with the pup, and he done amazing, because I really didn't want to leave him even in his little play area for 3 hours by himself. So we took him with us, and he really enjoyed the trip. He done so good. He slept almost the whole way. Of course, he let us know when he needed to go potty, and he was amazing. Okay. I've got about that many apples. So that's going to leave me about 4 apples. And I think that's going to be plenty for myself and my husband. So I'll move you just a little bit closer here. Trying to move you to where you can see, but still have enough room to where you can. So I'm going to have to move it back some more. There we go. I'm just going to add probably about 2 tablespoons, or let's do about 3 tablespoons of butter. Okay, now I'll move you just a little bit closer. Raise it up here to where you can maybe see what I'm doing. Can you see there okay what I'm doing? And I'm going to just turn this on low. I have about 3 tablespoons of butter. And I've just chopped up about 2 apples. I better move you back a little bit because you can't really see me. And there we go. Trying to adjust it where you can see me and see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to melt this butter. And then I'm going to go ahead, and this one I'm just making some stuffing to go with the chicken and baked beans and macaroni salad. So I just followed the recipe on the box side. So I've got 1.5 cups of water and a 1/4 cup of butter or margarine, which is 4 tablespoons. So that's what I have in here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. I'm just going to let this butter start to melt a little bit. And then while that is melting, the only other thing I'm going to be having for dinner is I'm cheating and doing some Bush's baked beans. So I'm going to go ahead and just put those in a glass baking dish. And about an hour, about a half an hour maybe, before the chicken is done, then I'll go ahead and just add that to the oven. And I'm going to go ahead and make my stuffing, and then I can also put that in the oven and let it brown a little bit. So while I'm waiting for my butter to melt, I'm going to go ahead and get my beans in a baking dish. This will make a really nice dinner. We'll have chicken, macaroni salad, baked beans, stuffing, and then I'm going to cook some apples, make some cinnamon apples for dessert. Oh, I don't know. That's Mommy, Bubby. It's Mommy. It's alright. No, it's Mommy. It's just Mommy. I don't know if I've done a live stream. I don't think I did, where I was making cherry bombs for dessert. So that way I have the baked beans whenever I'm ready. I don't think I've done a live stream making the cherry bombs. And I made them for my husband, and he really liked them. And I don't remember whose recipe that I used. I seen it on YouTube, a few people doing it, but they're almost like a chocolate covered cherry. They're cherry bombs. They are really, really good. I wasn't sure what my husband would think of them, but I know he loves chocolate covered cherries. So I tried it, and he absolutely loves them. They're similar to a chocolate covered cherry. Covered, you know, it's butter, powdered sugar, and vanilla, and chopped cherries for the filling. And then you freeze that on a lined cookie sheet for an hour. And then you take them out, and you have 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips, 1 cup of real chocolate chips, and a half a cup of creamy peanut butter. And you put it in the microwave on 30-second intervals and melt the chocolate. And then when your centers come out of the freezer in an hour, lined on the cookie sheet, you dip them in your chocolate, and then you put them back on the cookie sheet, and then you put them in the refrigerator for half an hour. And then you take them from the cookie sheet, and then you put them in a plastic container and store them in the refrigerator. And my husband said they are a good recipe. They're a keeper. He likes them. So that's what I made yesterday for dessert. So he has a few of these containers. Okay. Now my butter is melted. So I'm going to go ahead and add my apple pieces. And then I'm going to add some granulated sugar. I'm going to put a couple tablespoons in. Just kind of coat them. I'm going to turn this down. I'm going to do about 2 tablespoons of sugar. And then I'm going to add some ground cinnamon. And I'm just going to let these start to simmer down a little bit. I want to coat them really good. I'm just going to cook them. This is just going to be a little dessert. Cooked apple cinnamon. Trying to get my husband to eat more and more fruits, and he loves fruit, so he's not complaining at all. Okay, and this water has come to a boil, so I'm going to go ahead and get my stuffing started. It's just regular chicken stuffing. And so that's what we're going to have for dinner. A baked chicken, stuffing, macaroni and cheese, baked beans, and cinnamon apples for dessert. I'm going to let that stuffing just sit covered, and then I'll fluff it here in a little bit. I'm going to turn my apples up a little bit. Oh, that smells so good, the cinnamon and apples. I just want them to soften. I'm going to go ahead and get my dishwasher started. My hair is coming down. It's all over the place today. So that is what I'm into today. What are you doing today? I hope that was informative. I hope you enjoyed that. And I am by no means a professional cook. I just enjoy cooking, baking, spending time in the kitchen. So I thought I would just bring you along for that. And I'm going to let these cook down, cook slow. Probably about 10 minutes. And again, I just absolutely love this apple slicer. So, we have our macaroni salad. Doesn't that just look scrumptious? Smells amazing. We've got macaroni salad in the refrigerator. We've got a whole chicken bacon. We've got stuffing made. In about the last half an hour that my chicken is in, I'll go ahead and put that stuffing in the oven and let it brown a little bit. And I'll put the baked beans in the oven about the same time. We'll put stuffing up some. Oh, that smells so good. I'm already getting hungry. It's a nice thing about being a cook. You can always taste test. And some stuffing. Hubby is out doing some things outside today. So when he comes in, we will have chicken and stuffing and baked beans, macaroni salad. The cook always gets the taste. I love stuffing. And then we are going to have some cinnamon apples. I wish you could smell this. YouTube needs to smell. You need to be able to smell it. So that's what I am doing today. I hope this was informative. I hope it was enjoyable. And I've been on here for a little over an hour. But I got a lot done. And it's about 2 o'clock. So that chicken probably about 6. I will have dinner ready. And I'll just heat these apples back up and I'll serve them warm. I'm just going to let them set and saute. Turn that up a little bit. Oh, these smell so good. I don't want them overcooked but I don't want them undercooked. Just something nice for dessert. So I really enjoyed coming in and sharing another kitchen recipe, which is basically the homemade dressing and macaroni salad. Pretty simple and easy. And that's about all I am going to do today. Other than do a kitchen cleanup, I've got my dishwasher full and going through a first load. Oh, this smells so good. I wish you could smell this. I just love cinnamon apples. And that light doesn't really do very, very good. Maybe I can get you above where you can see. It just doesn't do very good for showing them. But there you can see the cinnamon apples. Oh, that smells delicious. Have those and maybe a scoop of ice cream with them. Oh, that would be really good. Vanilla ice cream. So that's what I'm into today, and that's all I'm going to be doing. Just piddling around the house, doing some laundry. I went to town. Got a chicken in the oven. It's a whole chicken. Got a macaroni salad made. Got some stuffing made. And I've got baked beans ready to go in the oven. Oh, that stuffing smells good. And then I'll put this stuffing in a baking dish and I'll put it in the oven as well. And let it brown a little bit. And that will be dinner. So, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you stopped by, thank you. If you've liked and subscribed, I want to thank you. I'm just a small channel and I have a lot of time on my hands right now, so I'm just kind of cooking and baking and doing some research for some new paranormal investigations that we're wanting to do. And I did transplant a couple of my new starter plants. Oops. See if I can get it turned around here. This was the size of the starter plants containers. And this one is parsley. And this one is sweet basil. And this is chives. I think you can see some chives. And now you can see my bigger containers. They were in the same size container. And I just transplanted cucumbers today in this larger container. And this is tomatoes, beefsteak tomatoes, and cherry tomatoes. And there's my beautiful orchid, my tulips. Let me see if I can turn the light on here. This just as I did that, the sun went down. I don't know if you can see those or not. They are so pretty. These are red tipped in white. And then these have really almost went to full bloom and are about to leave, the petals are about to fall off. I don't know if you can see that tag. And these have no dirt. They're just water in the jar with a root system. You can see the roots. And there's the new air fryer that I got yesterday. I just set it on the stand to get it out of my way. And then, of course, I had to get the new microwave. And I wish it would have been stainless steel, but they didn't have one. So, it's black. And it is right there. Before I had a really nice stainless steel, so I'll just have to adjust to black. And these apples look like they've softened pretty good. They've almost absorbed all that juice. They're softening nice. And I'm going to cover those and leave them like they are because right before dinner, I want to heat them back up for dessert. So I'm just going to cover those up. So that's what I'm doing today. And then this extra macaroni, I will put it in the freezer. And whenever I'm ready to make some mac and cheese, I'll just put this in a freezer bag. And when I'm ready to make some mac and cheese for dinner, I'll have that ready. So I'm just letting that cool off real good. And now I'm going to go sit down and rest for a minute. Oh, I definitely need a break. All right. And this is an adult channel. I do smoke cigarettes and I do drink coffee. So I hope that doesn't offend you. If it does, you might want to step out because I'm going to smoke a cigarette and enjoy my coffee. I may have to go warm my coffee back up a little bit. I'll be right back. I'm going to warm my coffee up just a little bit. So that's how I've started my week, my Monday. I've got laundry done. I've got 2 loads of laundry done. Made a trip to town, picked up my husband's prescription, come back and started baking and cooking and brought you along with me. And of course, Puppy enjoyed the ride with me, so he got to get out and go for an adventure with Mom. And again, my homemade dressing, if you go back and look, I just have done it the way that my mom done it, the way that my grandmother done it. Um, so you'll just have to kind of go back and watch. I don't really have a recipe on it. And that's what is really hard for my daughter, because she'll say, Mom, I need a recipe. Well, I don't have a recipe. So this way she can pull up my live that she wants to watch. She can follow along step by step. It's just like she's in the kitchen with her mom. So that's my Monday. I'm so ready for spring. I'm getting spring fever. I even ordered me some sundresses today. They're long sundresses. They go to the ankle. But I did order some, I think 3 or 4 sundresses, and then a couple of the pair of the capris, the sort of like the legging capris with decorations on them. So I'll be excited to see those come in. And then today I'm expecting packages from, I have some things for the kitchen coming. So when they come, I'll do a live and let you see my packages. And then I got Ryder a new doggy car seat for the passenger seat, because he still fits very well in the console seat. And the one that we have in the car looks similar to this one. And as you can see, it has the straps. It straps down to the console. It has the no grip or no slip. So once this is fastened down, it doesn't slide. And of course, it's got all his little goodies in it. There's one of his little sweaters. So cute. And this one is absolutely adorable. Isn't that just adorable? And we're getting ready to have our grooming for spring, so those are ready. But I really like these because they're padded. Everything removes for cleaning. And then it has the little lead attachment for their little collar. And he feels so secure. Now this one is a little softer and a little more flexible than the one that I have right now in my vehicle. And I'll carry this one with me. I'll leave the one that's in there because it's a little more sturdy. And I'll take this one with me and put this one in the back, on the back floorboard. And then whenever I get where I'm going, I transfer him to this one, because this one is almost like a little carry bag. And I can just put him in and put him on Mama's shoulder, and he just goes right in the store with me. And then whenever I get into the store, I put it in the buggy, and he loves to go to Walmart and ride in the buggy and go traveling with Mom. And this is his little doggy blanket for trips whenever we go in the car. So, that's what I'm doing today. Getting ready for spring. And with spring comes so much enjoyable things. I get to set my patio deck up. I get to do my little gardening area. And that's one reason I have my little starter plants. I'll be right back. I'm going to put this away. But you can see how spacious that is. And I love that this little padded pillow comes out, everything can be washed, collapsed down and washed. And Ryder spoils us with his love and affection, and we spoil him. He is a absolute doll baby. He is a good boy. He really is. But anyway, I've been on here now for about an hour and a half. I hate to take up any more of your time. I hope that that was fun, that you enjoyed it. As always, don't be afraid to go to the kitchen, try new things. It's fun. And if my daughter's watching this, you've seen how easy it was to make macaroni salad. Get the chicken ready to bake, put the chicken in the oven. To make the stuffing, to make the apples. And basically open up the baked beans and have them ready. The only thing I didn't do this morning, I was going to lay out some rolls. And I didn't lay out any rolls. But I have some Poppin' Fresh biscuits if my husband wants something else. But I think it's probably going to be plenty. So, you've seen how easy that was, sweetheart. I hope that helps you if you stop in and you want to try out a recipe and you want to do the macaroni salad and the baked chicken, then add the apples, then you can just pull this recipe up and follow along. It's just like you're in the kitchen with your mom. Very easy. It was quick. Now I can sit down and enjoy a little bit of a break. Have some coffee, get off my leg for a little bit, my foot. And relax for the rest of the afternoon. Other than a few dishes that I need to wash up and a little more laundry to finish up, I think I've done enough for my Monday. I've transplanted 3 plants today that I just showed you, the 3 starters. I did those this morning before I went to town. And the cucumbers, the beefsteak tomatoes, and the cherry tomatoes, I transplanted my starters from the small starter container to a larger container. And I like those larger containers because they can be planted in the ground as is. You don't have to take them out of the container. If you just want to plant them, like the cucumber plant, if you just want to plant that whole plant, you can. But I needed bigger pots, so we went one size up and took them from the very small starter kits that they came in to the next plants. And then hopefully the next time that I am transplanting them, I'll be moving them outdoors in my deck garden, on the deck. And I think the only other plant that I want to pick up is a green pepper, bell pepper plant. So that will give me beefsteak tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, cucumbers, and bell peppers on my patio deck. And then of course I have my herb garden that I always tend. My small little 3-tier herb garden for my deck. And that I do have some herbs in here that are started, parsley, chives, and I can't remember what the other one was I showed earlier. So I do have those started. And then I can't wait to go out and get the gazebo top back on and get everything set up for my little island area and my seating area. I'm ready for spring. I'm ready for warm weather. This seems like this winter just drug on and on. Thank goodness I'm about over this whole sinus cold thing that I had. I'm doing much better. Let's see if I can show you. says hi. Hi. And yes, I have a microwave box I need to take out. He is such a good little guy. He is so adorable. That is Ryder. My husband's going to take the microwave box out for me. And he's getting ready to bring in his dump trailer because we're getting ready to start the remodeling back up again. And that way we'll have the dump trailer here, and he can just put that right on the dump trailer. He said just leave it sit there for a day if you can. And I'll go pick up my dump trailer. So I have that. And then I have a hot water tank where we swapped out our hot water tank and put in the new on-demand hot water tank, which I really, really like. And oops, there, I just turned it into the sun. Oops, sorry about that. And but anyway, that's what I'm doing today. Just thought I'd stop in and bring you along. If you're bored, I hope that gave you something to watch. Something. See how easy it is to just go in the kitchen, have fun, enjoy your time in the kitchen. Don't be afraid to try new things. It's always fun. And as always, please be kind. Be kind to one another. We need to see more of that. So until next time, I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here. Thank you for stopping in, enjoying coffee or a drink with me. Thank you for your patience. I really enjoy that people are watching my cooking and baking. I'm by no means a professional cook. I just enjoy cooking and baking. And I'm doing a lot of these cooking and baking things for my daughter. And the cherry bombs, if you've never tried them, oh, they are definitely a keeper. My husband said that definitely he loves anything cherry. Cherry pies, chocolate covered cherries. And he absolutely loves the cherry bombs. So, until next time, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here for the day. Get some more laundry done. Relax a little bit. Rest a little bit. And then enjoy spending some time with Ryder here a little bit. My beautiful pup. I can't believe he's 9 months old this month. He's growing fast. So, until next time, I'm going to go ahead and hop out of here. So, have a wonderful day. Enjoy your week. Enjoy your Monday evening. And hopefully within maybe tomorrow, some of my packages may be coming in. If they do, I'll come on and do a live and maybe share some opening of the packages. So, unless you see Ryder's new car seat and the difference in the sizes of the car seats and the different style that I'm going to be moving him up to. I think he's ready, but I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll just try it and see. So when that comes in, I'm going to be excited to let you see that. So till next time, bye-bye everybody. Have a wonderful evening. And I hope you have an absolutely wonderful week. Bye-bye.